Good afternoon, this is Eric with Plowboy Bible Reviews, and today we will be looking at the Cambridge Wide Margin, one of my favorite Bibles and one I've been using personally for about 7 years. Alright everybody, so here I have the Cambridge Wide Margin in black goatskin. This is my personal at-home study Bible, and it is that because of primarily these wide margins. First, I'll go into a little bit how I've used this Bible, and then I'll tell you guys my thoughts on it. If we flip over here to the book of Matthew, we can see exactly how I've used these margins and what it is about them that I find so helpful. Alright, so flipping over to the book of Matthew, I can show you guys exactly how I use this Bible in terms of notes and using the wide margins. I like to underline key points of a passage and then highlight specific words that kind of relate to one another in the passage and help kind of illuminate the meaning of the text. On the margins, I have my own personal notes and thoughts or exegesis of certain scriptures, as well as quotes or references to things like Matthew Henry's commentary or other quotes or sermons I've listened to, things that help me kind of remind me of what this text means. So that way when I'm reading, I can just reference one of my notes and be, oh yeah, there's that. I've found that extraordinarily helpful, and I think it's C.S. Lewis that says, basically you're not really reading a book until you're conversing with it. So I like to converse with the scriptures in this Bible. I have Bibles that I don't write in, and I won't write in because I just think that they're so nice that I don't want to really jeopardize the niceness of that Bible. So one of the things I love about Cambridge Bibles is that even though aesthetically speaking and in terms of quality these things are up there with Schuyler and Allen and all those other Bibles, this is a Bible that I'm not afraid to use. This is a Bible that I'm not afraid to take with me places, to write in. I don't feel like I want to cry when a page crinkles. So that these Bibles are really great workhorse Bibles. And if that's what you're looking for, I highly recommend using Cambridge. So that being said, this is a Bible that I've had for almost a decade. I've had this Bible since 2011, and I've used it quite a bit since then. There was a period of time where I put it aside for a little while, and that was because after kind of diving into the issue of textual criticism and stuff like that, I strayed away from the New King James for a while. But after having revisited some of those ideas, I am now confident, with 100% confidence, that the New King James is a great translation and definitely one worth spending time in. So I'm back to using it, and it is what I'm currently doing my yearly reading plan in. That actually brings up another point. The yearly reading plan that I'm doing has me in at least 3, sometimes 4 places of scripture at once. Right now I am in 2 Samuel, 1 Chronicles, Acts, and the Psalms. And the one thing that I would wish is that we had more tassels. 2 tassels is great, 3 tassels is better, and I think 4 tassels is awesome. But this Bible definitely has sort of the bare bones of everything you need, and it's packaged in a really, really nice, high-quality package. The goatskin is absolutely beautiful. In fact, this is one of my favorite goatskin Bibles I've ever seen. I think the texture is awesome, and the markings on it are just great, and it adds a lot of character to the Bible. The inside liner is a polyurethane synthetic liner, which, in my opinion, contributes totally to the functionality of this Bible, but takes off I take off a point for aesthetics and just the premium nature of this Bible for the synthetic polyurethane liner. However, I think any other liner would have a hard time holding up as well as this liner has. So, like I said, if you're looking for a functional workhorse Bible, this is the way to go. One thing I've noticed with Cambridge Bibles that has always been a little bit of like a bummer to me, just on a purely aesthetic level, once again, is the art gilding. It's never, maybe it looks kind of like a deep color in the camera, I'm not really sure what you think of that, but Rather than sort of the more richer red that you'd get from Allen or Skylar Bibles, you have almost this sort of like salmony, orangish kind of color that's not too deep. So I would love to see Cambridge kind of attend a little more to the finer details of their Bibles and just raise the bar a little bit in terms of aesthetic quality. But I cannot complain about the functional quality of this Bible, about the durability of these Bibles, and how well this has held up over the last 6 or 7 years. Now, that being said, this Bible hasn't really left my desk. So other Cambridge Bibles that I've owned kind of contribute to my feelings about the durability of Cambridge Bibles, because I have other Cambridge Bibles, handheld Bibles, that I have taken with me everywhere and for about the same period of time, and those have all held up really, really well. So I think it's fair to say that Cambridge definitely scores the strongest in durability, without really sacrificing too much of their aesthetic. As far as what's inside, what's between the goatskin itself, you have a double column layout with single column references in the center, and then a little bit at the bottom here. I like the layout of these Bibles. It's pretty clear and nothing is really, cluttered in my opinion. There's paragraph format, so it's not verse by verse, which I like. And in the Psalms and some of the prophets, you kind of have a poetic layout. This is what Proverbs looks like. It's all verse by verse. Each proverb is kind of on its own, in the page. And same with the Psalms. It's all verse by verse. I don't mind verse by verse because I think sometimes it helps you kind of understand the context, helps you flow, kind of flow through the ideas of the scriptures. So I don't really have any complaints about verse by verse. I just, especially when reading kind of, narrative portions of scripture, I like it to be in paragraph format because it reads more like a book. But that's just a personal preference of mine. All in all, this Bible is a Bible that I have loved for years, and it's a Bible that I will love for years to come, and will definitely keep doing personal study in, probably until there's no more room in these margins. So in review, we have a beautiful natural grain goatskin cover. I would say this Bible loses a few points in terms of aesthetics for the synthetic inner liner, but it really does contribute to the durability of this Bible. The text block, as well as the Smithsonian binding, have all remained perfectly intact over the last few years, and the layout of the Bible provides a clear reading experience and ample note-taking opportunity. I would say for any avid reader of the scriptures, this Bible is a great tool to have on your desk. If you're looking for an everyday carry Bible, something that you want to take with you when you go out, I would highly recommend getting something smaller than this, probably the companion Bible to this, the Pitt Minion, although there are many other Bibles that I will be doing reviews of and many other things that I highly recommend, so stay tuned for that. All right, so final thoughts on the Cambridge Wide Margin. If it is a premium quality Bible that you're looking for, but you value functionality and durability over anything else, then I would highly recommend this Bible. While form and function are really related in the design of this Bible, I would say that function takes the cake just a little bit over form, but form is by no means sacrificed. All in all, this is a great Bible for your desktop. This is a great Bible for personal study and devotions and for conversing with the scriptures and note-taking. And while it's such a nice Bible, it's not one that I'm afraid to take with me through the mire of ministry, if you will. My one wish is that someday Cambridge would make a Bible that is exactly this same text block, just without the wide margins, because I think that would be a better handheld companion than the Pitt Minion, which is kind of tiny. But that is another topic for another video, and we will, I'm sure, get to that when I talk to you guys about the Pitt Minion. But this has been Plowboy Bible Reviews. Thank you for watching. And as always, God bless you and keep you and make his face to shine upon you and give you peace.